Welcome to the Candle Business Coach Podcast, a show about the craft of candle making and small business. I'm your host, Kirsty Allen, and I'm a candle maker, mum of three, and kindness advocator. Join me as I dive into all things candles and small business and deliver advice and tips to you in episodes every Tuesday and Friday. Are you on the list to get my daily motivation emails? Every day I'll send you a message that is designed to help keep you focused on taking action toward your goals. Sign up using the link in the show notes. This episode is brought to you by my free ebook, The Candle Business Marketing Kickstarter Kit. Inside this free ebook, you'll learn to identify your blocks of time to dedicate to your candle business. Plus, there are several tips and tricks for re-engaging past customers and attracting new customers into your business so you can grow your business and reach your goals. Check out the link in the show notes for your copy. Welcome back to the podcast, my friend. I hope you're having a lovely week and looking forward to today's episode. In today's episode, I wanted to talk about something that a lot of candle makers seem to struggle with, and I feel like it's important to bring some attention to this topic just to help alleviate some of the overwhelm and some of the stress that can come with having a candle business, and that is to niche down or to identify your niche or target market. So having lots of ideas for your candle business is incredibly normal and incredibly exciting, but it can be very overwhelming as well, as your mind tries to take you in all sorts of directions rather than just focusing on one or two ideas. So niching down is an important step to establish not only a focused brand for yourself, but to also identify your target audience as well. So I wanted to talk through some steps to help narrow down your ideas and make the process of identifying what your niche is or who your target market is a little bit easier. So step number one is to evaluate your passions and your strengths. You want to consider the ideas that align with your interests, your expertise, and your values, as this will make it easier for you to stay motivated and excel in your chosen niche. Step number two is to research the market. Look into the candle market to identify trends, customer preferences, and any gaps that you can fill with your brand and your products. You want to analyze competitors in different niches to see where there might be an opportunity for your unique offering or your unique products. Step number three is to define your target audience. So identifying the specific group of people you want to serve with your candles is what it's all about. You want to consider demographics, interests, lifestyle, and different preferences that your customers may have when it comes to your products. By understanding your target audience, you can then tailor your products and marketing efforts accordingly. Step number four is to focus on a specific theme or purpose for your candle business and your candle products. Instead of trying to focus on too many different things and feeling scattered and overwhelmed, if you choose just one or two that resonate with you and your target audience, it will allow you to be more efficient in your business and be more effective when you're able to work in your business as well. So what I mean when I say focus on a specific theme or purpose is to focus on either something like relaxation or meditation candles or eco-friendly or luxury candles. You want to choose a specific theme that you can be known for with your brand. Step number five is to consider your unique selling proposition or USP. Now, you may have heard me talk about this before on the podcast, but basically what it means is that you want to determine what sets your candles apart from the competition. It could be the use of organic ingredients, handcrafted designs, choosing unusual scents, or even focusing on sustainable packaging. You want to find a USP that appeals to your target audience and also differentiates your brand from your competitors. Number 6 is to test the market. Once you have narrowed down your ideas, you want to consider creating a small range of candles for each niche that you're considering. Test them with your target audience, gather feedback, and then you can analyze the sales data. This will help you gauge the demand and response to each niche and help you determine which direction to take your business and focus on for your products. Step number 7 is to listen to your customers. Pay attention to feedback from your customers, as their preferences and requests can provide valuable insights into what niche is resonating with them the most, and then you can adapt and refine your product offerings based on their feedback. The last step is number 8, and that is to stay flexible. It's important to remain open to adjusting your niche as you learn and grow. Market dynamics and customer preferences can change over time, so you need to be willing to adapt and pivot as necessary. The last tip I want to share with you is that when you niche down or narrow down your ideas, it doesn't mean you have to discard them entirely. You can always revisit them in the future or expand into different niches once your business is established. And that's important. You need to establish your brand first. You need to establish what your business is to be known for. And by starting with a focused approach, you can then build your brand and gradually explore additional products and opportunities at a later stage. And that, my friend, are all the steps that I want to share with you in regards to niching down and identifying your target audience. I do want to mention in this episode, though, that if you do have any specific questions, not necessarily about niching down, although it could be, any questions at all that you'd like me to answer on the podcast, all you need to do is send me a DM on Instagram at Candle Business Coach. And what I can do is once I receive a few questions, I can either create an entire episode of listener questions, or I can add them on to other episodes as a segment. So just let me know if you do have any questions or if there's anything you'd like me to cover in a future podcast episode. And I also want to ask a huge favor. If you haven't already, I would love it if you could leave a review on Apple Podcasts or iTunes so that we can get this podcast into the ears of other candle makers and help them learn and grow along their candle making journey. So if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you would do that for me. All you need to do is jump into Apple Podcasts, leave a rating, hopefully 5 stars, and just write a short review of what you think of the podcast and if there's any takeaways or any aha moments you've had from any of the episodes that I've shared with you so far. But that is all for now. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks everyone for listening today. I hope this episode added value to your candle making journey. Check out the show notes for all the links mentioned throughout today's show, and please subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss any future episodes. Thanks again for listening. Have a beautiful day.